Hello. So I wanted to do sort of like a follow-up video to one, the video that I released a while ago about what light language is, and also in relation to the previous video that I posted about working with other dimensional or non-physical beings. Um, and so, first and foremost, what I would like to say is that when working with light language, we are working with light, right? Um, and so um, that moniker of light gives off the impression that um, you won't experience any sort of ill effect from light language. And although I would sincerely like that to be the case, on an energetic level, what's typically taking place, and sometimes, or rather often, given our current vibrational state, which depends on each of us, old energy needs to be removed, released, and often it needs to be brought to the surface in order to do that. And that energy needs to do so before any of the lighter vibrations can make their way in. So the beings that I work with specifically are mostly ancestral. And I won't get into the specifics of, well, I will actually. So some of them are from previous incarnations, from my own genetic line, and then others are of like a non-human nature. I mentioned elves in the last video, and so that is both like an ancestral as well as otherworldly energy that is sometimes brought through me. That energy has not been as present in my videos as much as the ancestral light language has. So, I am working and intending very much so to get to a state where these lower vibrations don't need to be pushed out or released, but rather the energy of the wanted or desirable state, no matter what effect that may be, is able to be introduced into your system, integrate with the energies, transform or transmute them. And I can get into maybe the semantics of the difference between those words at some point as well. However, that has been a very rigorous process for me. And these beings that I work with have been quite insistent on the old needing to surface. And so I do understand that there is some merit to that in terms of allowing the energy, processing the energy, being with the energy, experiencing the energy, right? I know that's exceptionally difficult. And that is an understatement. That is an understatement. So I would like to work with a few of you one-on-one and throughout a period of time to work with these energies. And that'll be at no charge to you unless you feel like providing a donation. This is purely for the benefit of being able to work with these energies, work with you personally. General light codes, like I put out quite often, are wonderful, and they work on a multidimensional level. Those codes always go where they're needed, both for you, yourself as an individual, and the collective. However, when working one-on-one, it's easier to address the specifics of the issue, bring awareness to the issue, and then work through the issue in whichever way is desired. So I do need a few volunteers to do so. If you would like to volunteer to do so, my email is in the description box below. Please reach out to me. You can also leave a comment in the link to this video. I don't think any light language needs to come through for the sake of this announcement. And I'm just going to tune in a bit and see. All I would like to say is that I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well, whether you have been on this journey for some time, and in all ways we all have been. And I look forward to working with you, either one-on-one or just in the presence of these videos. And that comes primarily from my own soul, in the dialect of an ancestral tongue that has been presented to me and offered to me. And I'm very excited at the prospect of getting to work with you all, with each of you, with you as an individual. I hope that these videos have been helping you. If this is your first time to these videos, I welcome you, and I thank you. Namaste.